Hi, my name is Rich Pasini from the Reseller News. Today is November 20th, 2018. I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you get a takeaway when you come back for more. Today's video is about responding to a seller that I picked up off of ecommercebytes.com, and the seller was inquiring about creating his own website. And I'm going to share that information with him or her, and maybe you can come along for the ride here, so to speak. So without further ado, let's go right to it. I'm going to click out of here. I'm going to go over here. Now, what you see here is from e-commerce bytes, folks. I talked about this here the other day in the Reseller News, and I mentioned that I was going to do a video on it, on the software I use and the hosting service I use. This person here, according to e-commerce bytes, the story goes on to say it was posted November 15, 2018. Disenchanted seller seeks advice on starting own site. So it goes on to say here, Dear Ina, with all the ways in which Etsy and eBay have decided to insert themselves into my financials, I am really determined to make a break and start my own website to sell items, vintage, emperor, and reproductions from same. I'm tired of massive pounds of flesh these sites demand in exchange for spotty exposure to buyers. But it goes on to say here, but I don't know the first thing about creating a website. It's not my wheelhouse at all. What do your readers recommend? Ideally, I'd like somewhere that would somewhere that wouldn't charge me a fee for every item I listed and sold, but gave me a basic framework and charged me a flat, reasonable monthly fee. Does such a place even exist? Please ask our readers for me if you would. Thanks, PCG. Well, PCG, I'm going to try to give you some advice. What I'm using right now, and I'm hoping that it'll be of help to you and to anybody else looking to create a website. I created a website, and I'm going to show you right now. I didn't put it up here. I'm sorry I didn't post it up here sooner. And it's over here. It's rjpasini.com. Excuse me. Now, my website is nothing fantastic or anything to talk about, but it's something I built with the website. Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry. It also has an auto start here. You can embed videos. You could do flash videos in there and flash, pictures as well. That's what you see here going on. For a starter person, for somebody that's not a web designer, I think it's pretty decent. I can't complain. It's not overall the most exclusive and best looking website out there. But for somebody who's looking to start and break into having their own website, why not? Okay. But for example, let's get right to the software I use. All right. Now, the software I use, you could still buy it. Okay. And I have it over here. I'm going to bump out of it really quick and just show you. Let me go back to the screen over here and go back over here. This is the software I use, folks. It's right here. Let me just go over here, move this down a little. It's Web Plus. It's Web Plus X5. It's by Serif. And it's really nicely laid out. It's got, like, when you open it up, it's got like a little booklet in here. But this don't get the impression this is just what you're getting here. It's just a basic information about it, about the product itself. But when you open it up, I like to keep everything in boxes, as you noticed. Take it out here. Comes pretty well packaged, like I said, it's boxed with all this content. It'll come like this here if you decide to order it, and you will get additional software with it. It's a high impact email professional email. This one here. There you go. All right, I don't know if you can see that. All right, and you're going to get the. I got to cover up the product key, folks. I'm sorry. You're going to get this here. This is the software itself. All right, and you're going to get like a little Web Plus information here. You get two like little things here. Again, this I can't show you because it's got the my key on it. All right, and you get a little information like that, and you get a nice book with it. Nice thick book. Okay, it's not like the online booklets that you get. You know, it's nice and thick, as you can see here. All right, it's got a lot of information there, how to build your website. Really good information. I like it. It's very cut and dry. You could cut and paste and stuff like that there. It's just, maybe there may be people out there beg to differ, may not like it, but I love it, and I use it to develop my website. And I think you guys would like it too if you give it a chance. You know, it's a small middle investment, and when I was getting ready to develop my website, that's the one you're looking for too, folks, by the way. Okay, you can see that. There you go. When I was looking to develop my website, I wanted something cut and dry. I wanted something easy to work with. I don't know HTML. This one here, matter of fact, it says it right over here, no HTML required. See it right there, folks? I think it'll zoom in. There it goes, a little better there. Okay, no HTML right here. No HTML required. Okay, cut and dry. The complete business website designer, easy to use for first website design, e-commerce enabled and optimized sites, all-in-one design, photos, editing, and more. Okay, really good. I like it. I definitely would recommend to get it. Now, if you would like to get this website, I'm going to back out of this again. I might as well leave my glasses on. I'm going to back out of here again and go to the window. Again, this is my website. This is what I created with. Okay, very basic. You could change the title bar up here if you want. I put a YouTube help channel up here. I put the features product up here. For some apparent reason, it's not moving the way I want it to move. I do have a lot of windows open up, but it does work. You know what it is? If you look up here, folks, again, as those who follow me know, I don't have a state-of-the-art computer, so it is kind of like a little delayed reaction here, like the contact here. This works because people have contacted me with this here, no problem. I put a social media page here where if someone wants to contact me, you can click these on these active hyperlinks. Talk a little about my social media, about eBay feedbacks. And the nice thing about it, folks, it's your website. You could add stuff to it like this, and you can make it fancy. You could do whatever you want to do with it. I also put a YouTube help page on there, and I said on here, this page will change from time to time. What happened was somebody on YouTube was inquiring about how to print out multiple copies. So I just did a flash page, and that's what this was all about. So I created that, and this is the feature product page. This you could change around. This is just basic. I wrote it right now on eBay. It's really cut and dry. I love it. I think it's easy software. And I'm just going to tell you about how to get it. I'm going to tell you the stuff where I give you a little brief overview on it and where you can get it, and the hosting site I use. Okay, so without further ado, when you're looking this software up, the first thing I always type in who sells Web Plus X5. You can see he's got eBay here for $16.50, Rakuten, $8.99. Now here's used one for $10. Okay. Now, and here's one over here on Bonanza for $24.74. I got mine over here, folks. I got this one here, $8.99 with free shipping. With free shipping, it's coming up. Look at this. How could you beat this here? Now they have, I think, other ones up here if you want to spend more money or different amounts, whatever. I recommend Web Plus. Okay, Web Plus is professional sites made easy. $8.99, free shipping. Okay, you can't beat it. And when you go add to your cart, this is the price you're most likely going to pay. I don't recall this sales tax. Now, this is just an example. Okay? Look what you're going to pay for it. This is checkout, folks. When you check out, that's what you're going to pay. I don't want to click it on because I might end up buying another one. But this is what it usually comes out to. $8.99, free shipping, estimate tax, 0, right? Based on that. You can view the cart, of course. Let's just make sure that everything is copacetic here. Okay. Once you check it out, you can see that's what it is here, right? Right now it's showing it's no taxes here. Okay, I have an account with them, so with Walmart, so I get that there, and you could get this here for $8.99. Okay, you could also read the reviews on it if you want to check it out further. You want to see what it's all about. I believe they do have reviews on here. I think. Well, they talk a little about the item over here. You can read about the item. about this here. But, professional quality websites made easy. Web Plus hosting. Now, the hosting service, as far as I know, they did away with that. Okay, but it doesn't really matter. Here's what it tells you: the system requirements. It's Windows 7, Vista, XP, 32-bit. It works on mine. I'm using Windows 10. It has no problem. I'm going to show you it works. Okay, and you got optional stuff here. All right. Now, what you're going to do, like I said again, if you're going to buy this here, get it at Walmart. You can get it for free, or not for free, with free shipping. I know it says $5 shipping over here for faster shipping, but just go with the regular one for free shipping, and you can get it for $8.99. You can't beat it. Okay, so when you go there, let's go over here first. You get a welcome page. What I like about it, it's got the Web Plus X tutorials. Okay, so now when you get this here, it says over here whether you are new to Surf Web Plus or an experienced user, these tutorials will help you get the best out of the program. Now, certain things have been supported and certain things have not. They kind of change things around, so certain things you might not be able to use, but it still has an active link over here. What you can see over here, it gives you the tutorials. If you don't want to read it in the book, you could check it out over here. Overview. Certain things may come up, certain things may not. My computer, like I said, is slow. Let's see, getting started. Let's see. Now, I know they have it there. It was working the last time here, hyperlinks. My computer is slow, so I don't know if that is an issue, what's causing it. Use Photolab. I know for a fact that everything else was coming up pretty much, but maybe it's the browser I'm using. I'm using Microsoft Edge, but like I said again, you can get some good information with this here. Now, the video tutorials, I don't know if they did away with that. Again, I don't remember. Let's see, for example, if they have it now. They may not. If it's not popping up, either that or just delayed reaction. But they did have video tutorials at one point. Okay, can't seem to get that right now, but you could check it out for yourself. Like I said again, with every browser, it's usually different. I'm using Microsoft Edge, so certain things I notice myself. There is different functionalities with different browsers, to be honest with you. But I do like it. I do recommend. You might, for a beginner and you're just starting out, you might want to, if you're going to create a website on your own, you might want to check this out. Now, when you go to open up the window, you're going to see here, this is how I got to that window when you click this here, okay? This is the overview video, but apparently, I don't know if it's working, like I said, because I'm using Microsoft Edge. I don't know. But let's see what happens here. I'm just curious to click this on here. Let's see here. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played around with this part in a while. But when you go here, you go into your site. You could create a new site. Now, if you create a new site, like I said again, it's pretty cut and dry. I'm just trying to see over here now, folks. I haven't used it in a while. Believe it or not, well, not actually, getting to create this site. But let me see something here. Let me just go back. Let's see here. It does have a lot of functions here. Like you can see a lot of things going on to the left, to the right, to the top here. So you got to bear with me on this here. But let me see if I can get to the site structure, manager, home. Okay. I think I clicked the wrong thing on is what I did. As always, I did the wrong thing here. Let's see, startup Wiz. Let's try this again. Using design template. That's what I have to use. Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. Yeah. Here is the design template. What you want to do is when you create a new site, you want to use a template. That's my fault. You could tell I haven't used it in a while, but I do use it to update. Believe it or not, I do. That's how I got to my website as it is. Yeah, that's how I ended up developing it. You're going to get different ones here. And when you click these on, these are all pre-formatted templates. You could use them, and they're good. Like I said again, if you want to change things around, like if you're a painter or whatever, or if you're into finance, you could click these on, and the windows over here will change. Okay, you'll see these change. In other words, when you click this one on here, this is the page you're going to have. Your home page is going to look like this: the About Us, our services, and so on and so forth. You could also do one if you want to do family pictures. You could do that there. You can click that on. It'll show you your family pictures. You could also change the colors too on the top. For example, if you want it to be like a blue or different colors schemes, comic color, coral, desert rock, you could change it, and then you'll see everything will change color here. You see, if you want it to be red, desert like that there, you want a different color. Or let's say lunar, or let's see, how How about, let's see, how about this one here, Holly, whatever. It'll make it more on the yellowish side or pink, okay. And then what you would do is you would open it up like that, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. Again, I got to bear with my computer. It's very slow. And then what you could do is you're going to see things change. You could change things right away. Once you get to it, once you start deciding to use, this is the one you're going to use, you could start changing it. Here's the active windows, okay? And what you do is you would just change it. Like if you wanted to change this here, you could take this out. You could put different words in there, whatever. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's just write this here. My new website, whatever. You know, let's get this here like that. And if you want to change the colors, there is a way to change the color scheme here. Bear with me. Like I said, again, I haven't used it in a while. Let's see if you could do it in blue. Yeah, so you could change it with blue. You change your colors right up here. And you could say my new website. And you could change the fonts as well. They have all different gallery pieces here, schemes, if you want to change a scheme on it, styles, you know, if you want to put different objects in there. But let's see the gallery here. And I think what you would do is I think you could end up like moving it, pasting it over here, and you could move that there, see? You could add things to it. And you could put the company name or whatever. And you know, you could do a lot of different things. Folks, it's cut and dry. It's cut and paste. Let's get rid of this here, for example. Here, we don't need that right now. Let's back out. If you want to back out and remove it, oh, okay, it's generating a Flash preview. Okay, all right, it does work with Flash. Okay, yeah, and if you want to back out of it to get back to your, you know, to the window over here, you could change it. You could change everything over here. All these are all active hyperlinks, but like I said again, they can be changed. And when you want to see the site itself, what it looks like, the other pages will look like, you could click on like this one here for kids, the About Us page, and you could put all your information there. Very easy to use. If you had to get pictures in there, let's say I want to put a picture in here, embed my own picture, I would go to the file. Let me make sure I'm doing this here. Edit, insert, I'm sorry folks. Let's see, picture, and you could do it from your own file. So let's say I go to my own files over here. I'll click it on, give me a second here to work with it. And I'm going to do like I always do. I'm just going to pick something from my, not the Filmora screen. Let's see here. Let's try the picture one again. Let me just check this out here. Let's see. Bear with me for 1 minute, folks. I'll go in my Filmora folder here. And let's see. Let's just take anything. Let's just take this one here, Spring Seller Update. We'll click this on for argument's sake. We'll click that on there, and it'll show up like this, like a little black box here. Okay, what you're going to do is you're just going to move this over here like this, and as you move it down, that's how it comes in, you know. Very cut and dry. That's what I said. I love it. It's cut and paste. If you have to embed a video in there, you could do that as well. You could put the hypertext, you know, the HTML format in there on RSS feed tool, and so on and so forth. Okay, that's how I created mine. Very cut and dry, easy to work with. I love it. I think I would recommend it if you're a newbie doing, you know, you're creating your first website. It's yours. You own the software for $8.99. I mean, it's yours. I mean, it gets delivered, you know, right to your house, whatever. And yeah, I had mine delivered to the house, and you can't beat it. You really can't beat it. I mean, for the price, you can't go wrong. And then the other thing is, as far as like the hosting service I use is this here. It's 3ix. Okay. Now, when you go there, you could check out the web hosting. You could check out the domain names. Okay. Now, domain names, if I'm not mistaken, I think are like $14 and change, if I'm not mistaken. I keep them on auto renewal, but you could check it out first. And then when you check it out, it'll give you the price there. So, I don't know. Let's just say, for example, I'm going to do RJ Pasini. Okay. Well, over here. I'm just giving you an example, folks. Or for anyway, the new person who's looking to try to start their own. You're going to have to type this little capture thing in here. Let's see. It's XV1P4. Okay. And you're going to do a search for it. And it'll give you a variation. I'll say it's unavailable. But this is just to give you an idea what the prices is. So this is the price of the domain name registration. This is what it'll cost you on a yearly basis if you're going to use the service. And then the other thing I like about it, And I don't get billed every month for this here. Now, if this person who's looking to that wants to have a domain, a hosting service, you don't get billed every month. This is how it comes up. I am using right now. They got, let's see, 4 different plans. Okay, I am using right now the Excite plan, and with the Excite plan, if you go down the line here, you could pay 6 months, but I pay on a yearly basis. So at the end of the year, the 24 months, whatever. Well, this is how they have it. I pay $12. This is what it costs me at the end of the year. $12. You can't beat it. And look what they give you. Web space, 40 gigabytes, which is more than enough for me. Monthly bandwidth, 100 gigabytes. Okay, additional domains. Okay, I don't have that there. Park domains, I have 1. And then subdomains, you get 20. FTA accounts, FTP accounts are unlimited. MySQL database is 2. Email accounts, full POP3, IMAP, and SMPT. You get 50. Mailing list 2. And then over here, it's you're using the Apache web server, multiple network connections info, Red Hat links, Red Hat Linux. Okay, it's checked off. 24-hour, 7-day-a-week live support by ticket only. And then it gives you all the things here that's all checked off outside of this one thing that you don't get as opposed to the other guys, or maybe 2 things here. Okay, but if you look here, I'm not going to read them all, but check them all out. The cPanel is pretty good. I love it. The way it works, pretty easy to work with. And it's got a whole bunch of features there. And like I said, again, I like it. I like it a lot. I really do recommend people get it. But this is the site I use, and this is the hosting plan I use right here, the Excite. Now, if you're a person that you feel you're going to need more than 40 gigabytes, I mean, gigabytes is a lot of storage, okay? The monthly bandwidth, okay, on this one here, if you want to spend $3 a month, right, you get unlimited bandwidth, okay? And if you need more, then you could go to the extreme, which is 700 gigabytes, and this here you get everything's unlimited. You could see here. I don't need this here. And people might say, yeah, but for $8, look at all the stuff you're getting. I don't really need it right now. That to me wouldn't do me good. But here's how it would be on a monthly breakdown. Okay, so mine is only $12 a year. This one here, now you got to look at the asterisks. Okay, whenever the asterisks come up, that's a little telltale sign that there might be something here. So in some cases, you got to go either to the bottom or find out what those little asterisks are, what it's all about here. That I don't know, okay, unless those are just highlighted points. But you can see here, if you're using this one here, the extra, it's $33 a year. This one here, the expert is $55, and the extreme is $88. This is for the year, okay? And if you do 2 months free discount with a 10%, or 2 months free, plus a 10% discount, if I did it for 2 years stretch, it would be $21. It's a little savings. It helps, I think so. This one here, it works out pretty good with this one, right? If you think about it, for the 12 months you pay $88, but if you do it for the 2 years, you get it for $158, which is not too bad. But anyway, again, this is what I use, folks, and I hope, I'm just going to back out of here. I just want to say in closing here, I hope this information helps. Again, if you are a person that is, I'm going to message that thing. I'm going to tell the person that they could check out the video. But if you are a person, like I said, that's looking for good hosting, I mean, I think so, it's good. I had no problem with them for a number of years. And believe me, if there was something wrong with it, I would be the first to complain about it and let you guys know. I have no affiliation with them right now as far as, actually using their service. Like, I'm not an affiliate link program, although I do put things in there, advertisements to get them to go, to people to go there if they want to say, hey, I came across this guy here, or RJ Pasini, and I picked up off his website. As far as I know, I didn't sign up for an affiliate link. If I did, it had to be done years ago, and I don't remember. But for the most part, I don't recall having an affiliate link with them outside of posting there, kind of like giving them a little segue to their service. But it is pretty good, folks. They have a live chat. If you go back to the thing, you'll see a chat live there, chat now. You could do it. It's right away. Pretty much once you do all the paperwork with them, not the paperwork, you fill out the your credit card information, whatever. Use a designated card. I use the business card for this one here, the credit card, debit card that is, and they will take it from there. And it's usually done right away. Once you register your domain name and you do your hosting service, boom, you're done. You'll get a welcome email from them. Has all the information outlined in there, your ISP address, your email, and so on. And I think it also gives you your your user ID as well, along with the password too. And once you do that, you're set. And if you're going to do it, you could have it auto renew. So you don't have to worry about, like I'd have it to me, and I took auto renew off for one reason, because I had two on it, and I didn't want one to renew as a particular domain, and I didn't want that to renew. So I accidentally clicked on auto, I took off the auto renew, but they send you an email and says, hey, your domain name's about to expire, whatever, on such and such a date, so please make payment, whatever. But I mean, for $12 for the year, I mean, $1 a month, and that's legitimate. That's not no hoax. That's it. The price you're seeing that's the price. So for me, between the $15 and the $12 a month, or $12 a year for hosting, you can't really go wrong. And you know what? The nice thing about it, folks, it's your website. It's yours, Now, I know people can say, well, I could do the same thing probably with Blogger or get it all together for free. That's true too. But, like I said again, with having your own website, you got kind of like more control of it. It's yours, and you get more added features to it as opposed to a blog site. Although I could be wrong, I do have a Blogger site. I also use WordPress. I use the free stuff on WordPress, by the way. Anything that's going to cost as far as additional monthly, I don't really need it. The only reason why, like I said again, I'm using I use 3ix for my hosting, and I got the software to create my own website, is because it's mine. I could add to things, I could update it on the fly. If there's something that changes, I could do it right away, and it's mine. I could change the format around. I don't have to worry about. I could put watermarked pictures on there if I didn't want people to take my photos. But you could do so much with your own website, folks. It's yours. That's what I'm saying. It's yours. You could personalize the way you want. And if you want, and also, if you're going to sell on it, you could probably advertise your website through social media. Twitter, you could do a tweet on it and say, hey, my name is so-and-so. I have if you want to buy merchandise off my website, I just developed a website or whatever, and you could pop the URL in there. That's another way of gaining exposure. If you have a Facebook page, you could throw a URL in there and put a picture of there, your website homepage, whatever. That's ways to get exposure as well. It'll also show up in Google. When people do a Google search for it, it'll show up. I'm sure it's going to. Mine shows up. I got a lot of stuff that shows up in there. But because I was talking about that the other day, and people might wonder, how am I going to get the exposure if I create a website? There's also paid services you could pay too, where you could have your website, have these companies promote your website. But you know what? Save your money. If you got the money to play around with, go ahead and go for it. But for the most part, that's how I promote my website. I use the Twitter and I use Facebook, and there's other ones too you could probably throw out there, and give advertisements and segues. And how can we forget YouTube? When you're doing a YouTube channel, if you have a YouTube channel, you could just put in the bottom over there. If you're good with the graphics, you could say, please check out my other listings, or check out my listings on my website, and you could put that there. Now on my YouTube channel, I have a website hyperlink on YouTube, or along my Instagram, not Pinterest. Is it Pinterest? Was a couple of them there? Instagram, Twitter, and I got of course, that one there. Plus my website. But if you look at my YouTube channel to the far, looking at this way to the far right bottom, you will see that I have all the social media links there that will take you to different parts. One for my website, also Instagram, Twitter, and so forth. But that's another way of getting it out there, folks. So if you don't want to use those services to, boost your name up in search, that's the way to go about it. I hope this information helped, folks. Like I said, I did this video in regards to that person that was inquiring on e-commerce bites about, hosting their own website. I hope this information helps them, and I hope it'll help you too. If you guys are into creating your own website, you might want to check it out. If you are going to buy it, if you feel comfortable buying eBay, you're going to spend a little more. Definitely go to Walmart. As you can still see, they still have it there. They're still selling for $8.99 with free shipping. Check it out. I got mine. That's how it came. It didn't come in a little, envelope. It came in a box with a nice thick, user guide how to read it. Plus, they also have it online too. You can check it out as well. So my name is Rich Pasini from Reseller News. Today is November 20th, 2018. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Have a great day, guys. Until next time. Bye-bye.